Not this again. Hey guys, welcome back. So I have been a little bit quiet on the YouTube front for the past couple of weeks because, as I've explained on my story, had a bit of a disaster with the MacBook. Basically, the other week, one of my pals made a Zoom quiz. It was actually so funny. But basically, me being me, just got a wee bit too drunk. Haven't really drank that much, like, while we've been in lockdown, to be honest. I'm not like a big drinker when I'm just sitting in the house. Prefer going out and getting drunk on a night out. But lockdown's kind of left me with no other choice. I was using my MacBook for doing the quiz. I had a glass of wine in my hand, kind of moved when I was sitting on my bed. I think I actually might have been dancing, but we'll just kind of miss that bit out. The full glass of wine went all over the MacBook and it went black instantly. So here we are with a brand new MacBook. The YouTube video which I'm going to be doing today is an assumptions video. I've actually wanted to do this kind of since I started YouTube. I've watched a few of these videos and I think they can actually be really funny if you just don't take what everyone's saying too personally. Just thought, do you know what, I'm just going to go for it and have a bit of a giggle because what else is there to do in lockdown? Might as well just have a wee laugh at myself. I put a little story up a few nights ago and I just asked people to leave their assumptions about me in a little box on the story. Thank you so much to everyone who left them, because if you hadn't, then that would have been a bit awkward. And some of them were a bit brutal, but I think they're going to make the video. People just left their assumptions about me, which is just kind of what they think about me, what they thought about me before maybe I started YouTube, or before they kind of knew me a bit better through Instagram, or like a first impression, or I mean some of them might be what people are still thinking of me now. I hope not. I'm filming this video on my phone, and what I've done is I've put all of the assumptions into my notes on my old phone. I'm just going to read them off of here and basically react to them on camera. I'm just going to show you guys, like, people have genuinely said these assumptions, like, I'm not being a pure cringe and making any of them up about myself. What I've done though is I have basically just put them into my notes. Excuse the cracked screen. There's 4 categories. I'm going to do the bad ones first because I think they're actually hilarious. So I'm going to start with them. Then I've got some which I thought were quite funny, ones that then came up quite a few times, and then I'm going to just do the nice ones at the end, just to, you know, lighten the mood at the end of the video. So yeah, I'm just going to get started. I'm really excited to film this, to be honest. I think it might actually be quite funny. I hope you guys find it funny as well. If it is, I'm just going to get started with the bad ones. The first one which came up, this actually came up a couple of times. Don't really know how to take that. To be fair, people did say that this is what they thought of me when they first followed me, and not now that they've watched my YouTube videos, or that they've been following me for a while and they realise that this isn't what I'm actually like. But the first one is, when I first followed you, I thought you were very stuck up. Sorry, I'm just going to put that out there. Genuinely speaking, I am not stuck up. I absolutely am not. If I was acting like that, my friends, Taylor, my family, they would be the first people to tell me, like, stop acting like that. It's a pure cringe. I definitely do not look down on anyone else. I don't think I'm better than anyone else. I've never ever been like that, and I never will. And I also just want to touch on that I definitely do not think I'm any better than anyone else because I've got some followers on Instagram, or because I'm a blogger or an influencer, whatever you want to call it. The names kind of freak me out a wee bit. Yeah, I wouldn't look at anyone any differently because they don't have loads of followers on Instagram. I think that's a cringe. I also think, don't judge a book by its cover. Not all of us influencers are stuck up, and we don't think that we're better than anyone else because we've got some followers on Instagram. The followers just really give me, like, lots of opportunities to work. I'm not stuck up. I hope no one thinks that about me now. The second one, this actually, I can't believe somebody said this. I'm quite shook. You pretend to be richer than you are for Instagram. First of all, how can you actually pretend to be richer than you are? I don't really understand that. No, again, that's a cringe. Anything that I put up on Instagram, I'm not trying to be showy or make out that I'm rich. Yeah, I work hard for the stuff that I buy myself. I save up to buy myself nice things, to go on nice holidays like a lot of people do. I definitely don't do it to pretend I'm rich on Instagram. That made me giggle. Third one, you are really spoiled. I actually can't believe these. No, I wouldn't say I'm spoiled. Like, I'm not a spoiled brat or whatever. I think, like, I spoil Taylor when it's his birthday. I spoil my friends, spoil my family when it's their birthday. I don't actually think that that is like a bad thing if it's not to the extreme, because obviously you want to spoil people who are important to you. You want to do nice things for them, you want to buy them nice things. So I wouldn't say I'm spoiled, no, but like my family and stuff do go out their way to
do nice things for me.
I'm not a spoiled brat, no.
No!
This one is the best. You're genuinely going to be in bits at this. You buy clothes for photos and then send them back to get a refund.
Sorry, is that a thing?
I've never done that in my life. I'm actually quite confused. Is this a thing that people genuinely do? Because no, I wouldn't do that. No, most of my clothes which I post on Instagram are outfits that I've been sent for promo. Don't send them back, no. And anything else that I'm putting up photos in, I have 100% bought and kept. I do not return them.
Just want to clear that up.
In case, you know, people are actually thinking that. And the last one in the bad section, thankfully. You don't have a massive friend group and you've drifted from your friends because you're doing Instagram. No, again, not true. I think I post about my friends quite a lot on Instagram. I put a lot up with my friends. I do have a really big group of friends. It's like boys and girls. No, I've definitely not drifted from them through doing Instagram. I actually spoke about this in my first video, which I done. I think someone asked me something like, has doing Instagram made you realise who your true friends are? And I basically said it actually made me realise like how lucky I am to have such amazing friends that I do. They're all so supportive. I definitely have not lost any friends through doing Instagram. My friends don't look at me any differently from doing Instagram. When I go out with them on a night out or I do something with my friends, Instagram's forgotten about. I'm going out to have a good time. Like, I'm not posing about all night getting pictures. I just go out with my friends and have a good time. They don't look at me any different because I do Instagram. No, I do have a massive friend group. Well, not massive. No, I haven't drifted from any of my friends from doing Instagram. Love you guys if you're watching. Hoochie Mama's shout out, and the boys as well. The next couple of assumptions which I have here are ones which I thought were funny. The first one, and this is my favourite one out of them all, I'm going to explain why, but someone put, you feel kind of awkward and funny when you see your followers out and about. If this is someone who's seen me at Big Licks the other night, please let me know that it's you, because that was one of the funniest moments of my life. I'm not trying to sound like big-headed or anything when I say this, I'm just going to put a little disclaimer out there. But there has actually been a few times where I've been out and people have said to me like, oh, are you Abigail Comrie? Like, I follow you on Instagram. And I think it's so nice. Like, I genuinely think it's so nice that these people follow me on Instagram and like they want to come up and say hi to me. And it's nice to know that these people like actually enjoy following me, enjoy watching my YouTubes and seeing what I'm putting up. So
yeah, if you ever see me when you're out, like, come and say hi.
Sorry about Big Licks. Me and Hannah went to Big Licks the other night. We went in to pick the order up and we were walking back to the car. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. I'm not going to say names anyway. A boy like that noticed me was like, oh my god, are you Abigail from Instagram? I was like just laughing and Hannah was like, say something. And I just was like,
Yeah, that's me.
and got in the car. I'm a bit awkward when I see people because I just don't expect people to be like, oh my god, there's Abigail. I just find it really funny. Me and Hannah were sitting in the car and I actually started like getting a bit worried. I was like to Hannah, like,
I'm gonna have seemed so rude.
I'm gonna need to go and speak to them. Hannah was like, yeah, I think you should. You just went, yeah, that's me, and got back in the car. They took the rubbish to the bin and I walked past their car and I was just like, I don't think I'm awkward. I think I just find it funny that people actually follow me and they're like, oh, there's Abigail, like I follow her on Instagram. If that makes sense. So nice that people want to come up and say hi. But yeah, it is funny. The next one here is you have lip fillers. A few people actually said this, and maybe it's people who have just started following me recently, but I've always been really open about this. I went to Lips and Lifts in Glasgow to get my lips done. Samantha's amazing. I've been twice now and
I need to go back after lockdown.
something I've always been really open about. I would never hide the fact that I had something like that done. I just wasn't happy with my lips before and I wanted them to look different. That's why I had it done. I don't think everyone needs to have it done. You don't need to take it to the extreme. It's just something which I personally wasn't happy with about myself, and now I am. So yeah, I'm glad I done it. This one.
This is a good one.
You have over 5 figures in your bank account.
I fucking wish, mate.
Like sometime in the near future I do. I mean, that would be fabulous. The last one here is you're obsessed with designer stuff. to be honest, like I would actually say yeah,
Not obsessed.
but I really like saving up my money and buying one nice thing as opposed to buying loads of little things. I know everyone's different, not everybody likes doing that, but see, when I see something which I really like a nice bag or a nice pair of trainers, I do like saving up and getting them. Just a nice wee way to treat yourself. It's kind of like collecting, you know. We'll put it like that, sounds a bit better. So the next few are ones which came up quite a lot. So one that came up a lot is Instagram is your only job. At the moment, yeah, it is. I go to uni, so I only really have time to go to uni and do work on Instagram. At the moment, I'm doing a lot more work with my Instagram, and lockdown has actually kind of been a bit of a blessing in disguise for me because I've managed to really get my head down and focus on it and get a lot done. The second one is you want to do blogging and YouTube full time instead of going back to uni. I do want to go back to uni after summer because I'm going into my final year and I've worked really hard while I've been at uni, so I do want to leave and get my degree. But after that,
I would just love to do this full time.
I don't know. We'll just need to see how it all works out. If it's meant to be, it'll be. We'll see what happens. But oh, I would absolutely love to. I have so much fun doing it. So I mean, that would be an amazing job. The third one is you work out every day and have a strict diet.
No.
And I'm going on holiday. So like last summer, I went to Thailand in June and then Ibiza in July. And I was basically working out nearly every day during the week, and I was being so strict with what I was eating because I had 2 holidays to go on, and I knew that if I went on them and I didn't look the way that I wanted to look, I just would not be happy. But I've always said this, I try and eat really well during the week, and then when the weekend comes, I just I don't binge because that totally defeats the purpose, but like I have a drink if I want to have a drink, or I'd get a takeaway if I want a takeaway, or I'd go out for dinner. Now I've actually, in all honesty, lost
All motivation
for it, which isn't good. I'm working out like once a week. I'm kind of just eating what I want. But do you know what? Like, it's lockdown. I think you need to cut yourself some slack because no one's really went through this before. But when lockdown's over and the gym's back open and my PT says I can go in,
Then there's a new me coming along.
the last one in this wee section, which came up a few times, was you're very confident or you've always been confident. I'd say, yeah, I am quite a confident person. Instagram, for example, I don't really care if people think it's a cringe. The YouTube, don't really care if people think it's a cringe. I love doing it. I really enjoy it. So I'm a normal person. I get nervous about certain situations, or I get like worked up about certain things. I'm not confident 24/7. All round, I would say
I'm a pretty confident person.
the last few which I have here are, I kind of put them together because there was quite a few, but most of the ones which people said which I thought were just so lovely. Can't believe how nice some people are, and they're just being nice off their own back. Just want to let everyone know I really appreciate every nice comment which I get or every nice message. In a world where people can be so nasty and so horrible, it is so nice that some people are so lovely and so nice. I'm just going to read through some of the, like I showed you guys at the start of this video. These are all things which people have said. Some of them were things just like, you're so sweet, you seem really lovely, you come across as super friendly. That's actually really important to me because that's just how I want to come across on my Instagram. I want to just come across how I am. I want to try and be as nice as I can to everyone and get along with everyone. A couple of the other ones were, you're a really bubbly person. I'm quite glad people have noticed that because I would say like I'm actually quite a bubbly person.
I don't really shut up.
So that's probably why they're thinking that, but again, I think that's nice that people have noticed that. And then there was
2 on there, or 3
on there which I actually thought were so nice. Someone said, I absolutely loved you the first time I met you and I thought you were a really lovely girl.
Like, that's so nice.
I feel like I'm getting a little bit emotional reading these. I just feel like these people don't need to say that.
I've actually said that like 50 times. I need to stop bumbling on.
These are so nice and thank you so much for saying all these nice comments. The one was absolute babe inside and out. The last one, which I'm going to go over, and I actually think this is so important. Someone said, you're very comfortable in your own skin. You post pictures without makeup and post stories without makeup, which is a great role model for young girls. Glad somebody said that because do you know what? Like, I don't look nice all the time. I'm not done up like this all the time. I don't have my hair done all the time. So when I go on my stories,
Sometimes I look an absolute riot.
but see, most of the time during the week, that's how I look. I don't look like this every day of the week. I don't have a full face of makeup on every day of the week or tan. I actually don't have tan on the now, but
Ignore the paleness.
I think that is really important because I think some people get really caught up in thinking that people look like their Instagram all of the time. Like, not a lot of people walk about with a full face of makeup on all the time. I certainly don't. I actually really hate wearing makeup sometimes. I think it's important to just show
Both sides.
Just want to say thanks again to everyone who said those really lovely comments.
They're so nice.
And I want to say a big thank you to everyone who actually replied, because
I would have been a redneck if no one replied.
and I actually want to say thanks to the people who said the bad ones as well, because it wouldn't have made the video so funny, and I'm not taking anything personally because I asked for it and I knew people were going to say stuff like that anyway. But I just hope that people don't think that about me anymore. I hope they're like first impressions. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought this was just quite a fun video, like have a bit of a laugh at myself with some of
The bad ones at the beginning.
I hope you guys enjoyed watching it too. I had a lot of fun making this. As always, if anyone has any ideas of what they want to see for my next video,
Pop me a little message on Instagram. Let me know.
I have a few ideas, but you know, it's always good to know what everyone's thinking. Everyone's good, staying safe. See you guys on the next video.